Dawson's Rentals.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with a little bit of Power Rangers news, a little bit of Power Rangers comic news. If you remember, there was an announcement a while back about an upcoming series that was going to be released on Free Comic Book Day that was called Ranger Academy. We didn't get a whole lot of info, and honestly the title just kind of self-describes it. It was going to be a series that dealt with a series of new characters that were going to some sort of Ranger Academy. And now, with this recording, the first news we got since then is the first cover of the comic that's going to be releasing on Comic Book Day. It showcases, looks like to be 3 of the characters in Academy uniforms. It looks like in the background corner is the command center or something similar, unless I'm just misinterpreting it. There's also like this little crystal structure that's got silhouettes on it. It looks like from not just regular humans, but humanoid characters, including a Doggy Kruger looking character, you know, whatever his species is called, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't remember, but I don't think I ever knew. But anyway, but it also has, it looks like some other alien-esque creatures there. So a lot of people were taking that to be like SPD confirmed, which maybe it is, but I think it's meant to show there's gonna be like multiple alien races at this thing. And honestly, we don't know exactly if this is gonna be tied to SPD or not. The suits like that they're wearing look sort of similar to the ones we see in the crossover special from the first picture we got. I speculated on that in the first video of like, are they gonna tie, you know, these SPA or whatever badges Adam and them are wearing to SPD and then explain it further here. And I think that's still certainly possible. I don't want to say it's impossible, you know, especially with the comics. I think the comics are much more likely and are much better at trying to connect lore and finding places to connect lore. So like if you were to tell me that, yeah, this is going to be somehow connected to SPD, but the ones in the crossover movie or anniversary special aren't, I would believe you because the comics are far better at connecting stuff like that. Although the show's been better about it lately, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow ends up being connected. I'm kind of like on the fence about it though. Like on one hand, I really do like how the comics finds ways to connect and expand lore and are always looking for avenues and finding things sometimes I even forgot about to connect. And I think adding SPD to that, and possibly even, just from sheer fan speculation, tie it to whatever's going on in the anniversary special could be cool. But on the other hand, I'm like, does this have to be SPD? I feel like anytime some sort of law enforcement-esque or even looking idea or suit comes up, everyone's like, SPD! I'm like, do we have to tie it to Can we just have more organizations? Like, even when I did my Loot Pad adaptation, I made the Power Rangers SPD. I'm part of the problem. But I think it would actually be cool if this was something different. You know, they don't have badges that look anything SPD-like. It's just kind of the general gray uniform that I could say, maybe this is related because maybe there's an evolution going on there where they start as this and become SPD. But there's, at least as far as I remember, nothing on there that indicates SPD. In fact, all you have is a little lightning bolt badge and stuff like that. And that almost more reminds me of like the classic PR toy kind of cheapo PR branding. You know, Bandai's done it since back in the day, but you have like mostly on original toys, but they would also slap the lightning bolt and like generic PR imagery on toys. And that's what it reminds me of. In fact, they're doing it now with Cosmic Fury. Now, I actually do like the Cosmic Fury suits, but you definitely have that generic lightning bolt bit going on. Maybe there's a connection there. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Stuff like that, combined with the possible command center imagery, makes me think this might be something different. Maybe something tied more to Zordon's traditional Rangers. And I would almost prefer that, because I think it would be interesting to get an entirely new avenue, an entirely new organization. And I think it could open up some stories later on about maybe even a conflict or debate, just again, sheer fan fiction speculation of like, between organizations like SPD that are more by the book, the Rangers are out there in the public, or an organization like this maybe is more traditional about Ranger values. But regardless, I think it would be cool to explore a different avenue. Again, there is that Doggy Kruger-esque shape, but it could just mean other aliens. I'm definitely really curious about this series. It's definitely one of the more outside-the-box ones, as the ones we've had so far are either mmpr related or one-shot related to a series we know, or something like Power Rangers Universe or Unlimited. They're kind of lore-based, but this is kind of an entirely new branch, and I'm rather excited to see what it entails. If any of these connections come true, if none of them do, I'm just looking forward to having more comics to read. But what do you guys think? Do you think this will be tied to SPD, something different, something in between? Do you think it'll have any ties to the upcoming anniversary plans? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps, ring that bell, so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.